I finally made this video. Um, I've been thinking a lot about what to say about gamergate, not your shield, and all of this stuff that's been happening with gaming journalism. Now, I started this channel about a month ago, right when there's this gamergate stuff was really in the midst of it, and still is, because I want to say something about this. I want to say something about gaming and gaming journalism and what all this means to me. Um, as a black guy who doesn't have a lot of money, uh, I live on the south side of Chicago, in a poor neighborhood. The school I go to is, I don't have a lot, and these people are talking about me, not your shields, talking about me. These feminists are talking about me, and yet I don't see anyone who looks like me, or you know who has lived the life that I lived. I don't see any black or brown faces talking about this. So I wanted to stand up and say I'm here, and I don't agree with either one of you. The anti-Gamergate side and the Gamergate, I don't. You're both fucking wrong about this, and I'll explain why. You see, there are problems with video games. I don't think anyone is going to say that there's no problem with video games. There's a problem with video games. There's a problem with racism online. There's a problem with sexism in the community. But on the other side, that hasn't stopped me or any of my friends, black, white, Hispanic, Asian. I know a lot of people who play games. That hasn't stopped any of us from playing. I know women who play games. I know men who play games. I know people who can't walk who play games. People with diseases. That hasn't stopped any of us from being in this community of people and talking online and going to tournaments and going to forums. All of the racism and sexism and misogyny, all that stuff exists in the community. It does. But none of us care. None of us care because we're not a part of the gaming community because we want to make friends. We're not a part of the gaming community because we want to see people like us represented in video games. At least I'm not. I play video games because I love video games. There's no other reason why I do this. When I started playing video games when I was 5 years old, when my sisters, NES and SNES and Genesis, they was theirs. They're older than me. I have older sisters, and it was their game systems that I started playing on. It was their version of Mario. We used to play together. Mad Bean Machine, Super Mario Brothers, Sonic. Me and them played together. They stopped playing because they grew up, and they stopped caring about games that I never did. For 24 years of my life, I've been playing video games for as long as I can remember. And I've met people at tournaments for fighting games and online and at conventions here in Chicago from all walks of life. Hispanic, Asian, gay, straight, black, white. It didn't matter. We got along. We all talked about the games that we loved. And I have met people in real life as well as online who don't want to talk to me, who thinks that my opinions don't mean anything because I'm black or because I'm poor. But that hasn't stopped me from playing The Witcher or Civilization or CK2 or Metal Gear or Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed. It hasn't stopped me. It hasn't stopped a lot of people I know. And for the side that says women in video games are excluded, that the community is not welcome to them, no. Like I said, I know many females. I've met in real life and online. I've been in clans with them. I've fought against them in tournaments. I know plenty of women who kick ass and who love video games. They love it. They live and they breathe it just like I do. It's not that the video game community is not welcoming to women. Is that the video game community is not welcome to you because you're a screaming goddamn harpy who wants your way or no way at all. That's why. These people who say that the video game community is not welcome to women are people who wouldn't be welcome anywhere where that's a meritocracy, or where what you do matters and not what you say. I think that's why the community is not welcoming you, because you're a bad person. And plenty of people who have racist and sexist views aren't welcome in that community either, because they're intolerable fucking assholes, you know? But both of you guys are wrong, because both of you, both sides, the anti-Gamergate side and Gamergate side, both of you guys are extremists. The word extremist applies to both sides of this argument. Absolutely. You have the feminists trying to brand Grand Theft Auto 5 and trying to get publishers and developers to change their games, and to shame people into submission, saying that Bayonetta is too sexy of a character when that character was designed by a woman. Alright, but on the other side, you have Gamergate trying to shut down Kotaku. Gamergate trying to shut down what I think are bad journalistic sites, Kotaku and all these other sites that are garbage. Rock Paper Shotgun. These sites I haven't gone to Rock Paper Shotgun in years, and I'm a PC gamer. But you guys are trying just as hard to shut people up who don't agree with you. You know, boycotting, all of these sites is fine. Trying to pull their advertisements, that's a whole another thing entirely. Let the advertisers advertise. What will stop them from saying this garbage? People don't go anymore. Trying to shut up all these websites and say, why are you talking about this? They have a right to talk about whatever the fuck they want. Nathan Grayson has he has a right to talk about all of these stupid fucking indie games. All of these people who you saying are champions, Chris Plant, all of these people who you saying, Jessica Valenti, all these people have a right to say whatever the fuck they want to say. I think they're idiots. I don't think that they have the best intentions of people who love video games in mind. But if you don't want to hear what they have to say, then don't listen. Go to sites that you love. Go to sites that support what you support. Go to sites that talk about games. Now, I said both sides are wrong, and I'm kind of unfairly beating up on feminists, because I think feminists are they're garbage. I don't think there's anything good about feminism anymore. But Gamergate, there's not much good about that either. It's an extremist hub, and I support Gamergate ostensibly. I support that. Gamers don't care about race or gender or sexuality or color or just, they don't care. All they care about are the games, and that these people trying to change gaming, I think, is wrong. But I also think that trying to keep gaming the way it is and stop it from evolving is also wrong. These people deserve a space in gaming. I think Gone Home is a terrible fucking game, and I played it and didn't much care for it. But I don't think it's even a game. I don't think Dear Esther is a fucking game, but I think it has a right to exist alongside all the other games that I love, like Crusader Kings and The Witcher and Metal Gear and Call of Duty and Universal Europa and Europa Universalis. I think all those games deserve a place on the shelf, and if you don't like it, then don't fucking buy it. There's a market for it. As long as there's a market for it, it'll sell. I think people like Christina Love and these people making feminist games, I applaud what they're doing. I think their games are fucking garbage. I think that literally Christina Wu, Gamergate target number one, is a drama queen and an attention whore, but she's making games. Bad games, yes. Games that I wouldn't ever want to play, but she's walking the walk and talking the talk. She's out there making games. Now, her damsel in distress, oh no, they ran me out of my house. Ooh. Bullshit is bullshit. But she's making a game she wants to play. And I think she'll fail because no one wants to play those games because they're not fucking fun. But she's making something, and that's always good. I think that the Gamergate side is wrong because they're trying to say that this isn't welcome in the gaming community, and yes, it is. Just like I'm welcome and you're welcome, we're all welcome to love what we want to love and make what we want to make. You know, if you want to make a game about the patriarchy and killing all men, and if you want to make that game, then make it. If it sells and people want to buy it, if it doesn't, then you failed. I think that the feminist side wants to come into an already existing community that has its icons and its standards, that has its masterpieces, that has its things that are examples of a genre done well, that has its Modern Warfare ones, that has its Metal Gears, that has its StarCrafts and its Dotas, you know, that has its Witchers and Dragon Ages and Knights of the Old Republic and Baldur's Gates, that has its classics, and say these things, that has its, Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, that has its classics, and say these things that you love are bad, and not only are they bad, they're hurting people, and these things need to stop existing and they need to change because I don't like it. That's also fucking stupid. I mean, look, you guys. I think that feminism, as it currently stands, this ban things that I don't like, moral panic, 1918 bullshit, ban liquor and alcohol because it makes the men's crazy shit, is ridiculous. But I think that this counter push against it is also ridiculous. I think the only I've watched Sargon's of Akai's videos and an aristocrat before he did the dumbest thing he could possibly fucking do and then panicked because he did something stupid. And let's talk about that. And an aristocrat, no one cares that he was fingering some girl, I think it was Jay Fox, on his stream. No one cares that he was doing that. No one cares. What they care about is that was the most stupid fucking high school level shit you can do. I mean, it was childish. This is a grown man and he's showing off what pussy he's getting like anyone fucking cares. That's why people went bullshit. That's why people went fucking crazy. And I hear people saying, well, I don't know why an aristocrat, people don't like it what he did and why he stopped his channel and why he left. Because he's a child. This is why. This is why Jay Fox left too. Because she's stupid to let that shit happen. That's why. I mean, it's stuff like that that lets you know what gamergate really is. It's a bunch of fucking stupid. You see, it's things like that. What person who's a big figure in a movement does some dumb shit like that? That was just stupid. It wasn't sexist or misogynist. Jay Fox wasn't being raped. She was moaning. I heard the thing. I was on the stream live. I heard it happen. She was enjoying herself, but that was a dumb fucking move, and she knows, and he knows, and everyone fucking knows it. Alright, just like this kill all men, there's no black people in this movement, there's no lesbians in this movement, there's no gay people in this movement, there's no Latinos in this movement. These are all sock puppets. Stupid ideologues. Alright, and when you fight one ideology with another ideology, you don't get very far. I think the only person in this whole thing who's trying to say, hey, look guys, let's calm down and let's just play video games is Boogie. I think Total Biscuit could have been that force, but he's been radicalized. Yes, I love Total Biscuit. TB is amazing. I think he does a lot of good things, but he has become radicalized. He has become a radical. This shit he's saying makes sense, but he's not interested in a dialogue. He's interested in I'm right. And I think both sides are interested in no, this is wrong and this is right, and I'm the arbiter of the truth. And no, you're fucking not. Sarkana, Khan, Monday, Mad, all of these people, Brianna Wu and Anita Sarkeesian and Chris Pratt, none of you fucking people are arbiters of truth. You're arbiters of your fucking opinion and everything. But when you start thinking what you think is objectively true, you become an ideologue. Because, it's ridiculous, you guys. Alright, there's plenty of black and brown and yellow and purple and green motherfuckers playing video games right now. And I wish more of us would speak up and say either we're for or against this, and we can have a debate, a real debate. Not you're wrong, I'm right, but hey, why do you feel what you feel? And I think that both sides has an argument. I think that feminists have an argument saying, hey, well, aren't there more women in video games? And why are you know, a lot of the women in video games sexualized? I mean, plenty of them aren't. I mean, Faith from from Mirror's Edge. You got Alex Vance. You got plenty. Claire Redfield. You got plenty of women in video games going all the way back to the beginning, to the 80s, who aren't sexualized at all. Who are the heroes of their own fucking story. Why aren't there more people of color in those games? Why aren't there more gay people in these games? They have a right to ask these questions, and those are good questions to ask. Why is that? But to go far enough to say there should be, and you need to change this, and we're not going to make our own games. We're not going to make games that represent us, and that we're not going to have people. We're not going to promote people who are making games that support these ideas. Things like, games like Remember Me, that has a French black woman as the main character, get no attention at all from the very people who are talking about women in video games. But on the other side, when you start saying that feminists and their views aren't allowed here, that even the radical feminists, and I think all of these people are radical feminists, don't have a space in the movement and aren't allowed to speak. That people like Chris Plant can't say that Grand Theft Auto 5 should have been banned. We just start thinking about this. Fine. Let him say what he wants. If you don't like it, don't read his articles. Don't go to Polygon. Don't go to Kotaku. Don't go to Rock Paper Shotgun. I haven't been to Kotaku or Polygon or Rock Paper Shotgun in at least a year, 2 years even, because they say a lot of bullshit. I haven't been to Giant Bomb in like 6 months. Guys, girls, everyone out there, let's just have some fun and play some games. Let these radicals, let the gamergate and the anti-gamergate and the feminists, let them argue while we go on and play games that are good, and not let Ubisoft get away with their bullshit, and not let EA get away with their bullshit, not let these companies fuck us because they want to. That's what we need to be talking about. We need to be talking about how these companies are fucking with us, and not what Anita Sarkeesian to say about the damsel in distress, and how she's so afraid for her life. Guys, let's not let these people fucking play us, because they all want to play us. They all want to indoctrinate us. Anti-gamergate and gamergate, they all want to spread their ideologies, and that's all they're interested in. And there are definitely some man-haters in the anti-gamergate side. Definitely some people who hate gaming. Definitely people who hate white people for some reason. But on the other side of the couch, there's some homophobes in gamergate. There's some people who don't like people of color in gamergate. There's people who don't like women in gamergate. Those people exist. I've seen them. I've been a part of those discussions. I've been on Kotaku in action. I've been a part of some of the forum conversations. Those people are out there. They don't represent the majority of gamergate. I think the radical feminists don't represent the majority of feminists. But those people exist, and we need to talk about them. But let's not yell and scream, because yelling and screaming, calling gets us fucking nowhere. Alright, the marketplace of ideas dies when we scream at each other. How it flourishes, how the marketplace of ideas, how that works, is that one side comes to the marketplace and the other side comes and they talk in a civilized manner. And they don't name call. You don't have Sargon of Akkad calling all feminists fucking monsters and all of this hyperbolic bullshit. You don't have any Sarkeesian and Brianna Wu and Chris Plant calling gamers fucking man babies and calling all men rapists. Is hyperbolic bullshit. We need to get past it, you guys. We need to get past all of this nonsense, because it's tearing the gaming community apart. People who shit together, who should be playing together, saying, hey, I believe this and you believe that, but I don't care, let's play a game, because our politics don't matter in this game. What matters is who can shoot the most people in the face, who has the best strategy in StarCraft, who's the best Dota player, who plays Ken and Ryu and Chung Li the best. That's what gaming matters. That's what matters in gaming. Ability. Whether you're man or woman or black and white, you playing is what matters, and is all that matters. And let's not forget this, guys. I know this has been kind of all over the place, and I know that, this is not scripted. This is all off the top of my head. I want to talk about this, and I'll talk about this some more, and I'll cover the day-to-day issues, but I want to give an overview of what I think about the last 4 months of nonsense, because it's bullshit. It's stupid. Both sides are wrong. Both sides need to calm down and start talking to each other. And if you don't want to talk to each other, then just ignore them. Feminists, people who support Brianna Wu and all of this, and all the other people out there, Chris Plant, if you don't want to sit down and talk at the table, then you don't want a discussion. I think that Gamergate has done a good job in saying, hey, look, we just want to talk about this. I think that's one thing we can say about Gamergate, is trying to engage in civilized conversation like 80% of the time. There's some people out there who don't want to engage in civilized conversation. There's people out there who just want to spew rhetoric and proselytize their message. But I think a lot of the people who don't have YouTube channels, who don't, do videos about this every fucking day, are out there trying to say, hey, look, this is what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? And if the anti-Gamergate side just said, this is what I'm talking about, this is why, and calm the fuck down, this would all go away. And don't say I'm against Gamergate in this, because I'm not. I think there's problems with the Gamergate. Problems that if we don't fix them, guys, it's going to destroy our movement. If we let the radicals take over a movement, and there's radicals within this movement, don't doubt it. There's people in this movement who want to turn it into something that is not, take more from a consumer revolt against journalists and publishers into the next phase of the culture fucking war. And that's not what Gamergate should be about. It should be about games, not about feminism. Gamergate should not be about feminism. It should not be about social Marxism, which this left-right ism schism bullshit that's just meant to distract us. It should be about games, and it's not about games anymore. And that's what really depresses me, is that this is not about games anymore, and it should be. It's not about journalism anymore. It's about feminism now. It's not about Nathan Grayson and what's her name. I don't want to say her fucking name because she's not even important. Neither is Nathan Grayson. None of these people are important anymore. It's about journalists in bed with publishers, big publishers and small publishers, publishers who publish games that we all love, and publishers who publish games that no one fucking likes. What it's about, it's not about that anymore, and it should be. So I'm sorry, this is a rambly video, but I want to put up more videos like this, just venting, just getting this stuff off my chest, because there's not any moderate voices in this conversation anymore. Like I said, Boogie is the last person out there who has a moderate voice in any of this, who's saying, guys, let's just calm down, let's play video games, because that's what we're all here. It's why, if you watch my videos, that's why you watch them. If you participate in this conversation, that's why you're there. It's because you care about games, not about feminism, not about gender politics, not about the Republicans are the best party and the liberals are all crazy, or that the Republicans are crazy and the liberals are the best party. You're not there for politics. You're there to have a good time and play some games. So that's about all for now, you guys. I'll talk to you later.